Trae. Come on, it's the day with Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with Trae.
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation, to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peeps that make this thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. I get to welcome you to a terrifically filled Tuesday. Really excited for my guest who's in the building, the one and only Vitamin D. Yes, I'm so glad that he's joining me today, y'all. We're going to be talking about the influence that Q-tip and Dilla have on the music industry, as well as an amazing event that's coming up this weekend. But also today is Q-tip's birthday, so we had to make sure that we went back into the history and share some of that amazing influence with you all today. But you know, before I get into it with him, I get to get into it with y'all, because it is the top of the show. So it's a perfect time to share this show with others who can benefit from our daily dose of dopeness we work to give you here on the Day with Trae. And of course, if you can't watch our TV show, you can always listen to us. That's right. We're available as a podcast as well. Go ahead and search Converge Media Network and the Day with Trae anywhere you find your favorite podcast, and you will find us there. Now, before I get into it with Vitamin D, I get to share with y'all an amazing segment that we did right down here in Pioneer Square at Flora and Fauna, a Black-owned plant shop that not only is bringing you plants, but phenomenal records. And because Vitamin D's here, I had to be able to show y'all this eclectic space that's right here in Pioneer Square. Check it out.
Homie, cut right here.
Hi everyone, what's up? Trae Holiday here with Ashley Palmer, the owner of Flora and Fauna, where we are today, right here in downtown Seattle in the historic Pioneer Square district. Ashley, you're going to be showing us all around Flora and Fauna today and giving me some tips as a new plant mom about some amazing plants that I can take home with me and ensure that they stay alive in my home. So I'm looking forward to being with you, and thank you so much for having us here today.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for being here today.
All right, y'all, be on the lookout, because we're going to be pointing out some fabulous parts about Flora and Fauna, because clearly if you are a plant lover or a lover of records, this is the space for you. Ashley, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Tell us more about some of these products here. You got a lot of things here.
Yeah, a lot of things, a lot of eco-friendly goods, because it's very important to us that the products that we stock here in our shop aren't ones that are going to end up inside of a landfill and further contribute to the plastic problem that we have on planet Earth. So that's why you're going to find a nice selection of bath and body products, of kitchen products, of laundry products that are all eco-friendly. Exactly like the title on the box says, reusable makeup remover pads. You can wash them. There is even a little bag that comes with them so that you can stick the pads right inside of there, toss them inside of your washing machine for easy reuse.
Okay, well, you've got a lot here that is reusable, and this is what folks need more of. You gotta show me some plants I should be taking home. Let's look at some specific beginner plants for Trae.
Absolutely, let's go check them out. We have a lot of beginner plants here at the shop because we don't want to set anybody up for failure, absolutely not. So we have lots of different ones that are good for people who have absolutely never touched a single plant in their life.
Tell me about these two plants that you're recommending to me. Are you sure I can take care of these?
I am so sure that you can take care of them. So these are peperomia, and they're two different varieties, basically a solid green one and one that's variegated. And basically that variegation means that it's got some fancy white or yellow marbling to it. Peperomia are very easy to care for in that you water them about once every 2 weeks. They're pet safe, in case you have any pet friends that might get into your plants. If they get a little nibble, nobody is going to get sick. And they do tolerate lower light situations, but do best in medium to bright and direct light.
See, this is good to know because right now I'm only doing water and sunlight. So I need this for my plants. You've given me a lot to think about and a lot to work with. Now I'm gonna get to shopping.
Awesome. It's the total vibe. It's plants, it's vinyl records, it's eco-friendly home goods. It's, just the perfect vibe. Things that you want to surround yourself in your space, which is great greenery, awesome tunes, and then products that aren't going to harm the planet.
Wow, Ashley, thank you so much for showing me around flora and fauna today. You've given me a lot of food for plant thoughts, okay? As I think about what I really want to add to my home, I got my peperomia here. I'll be getting my pot, right? And I definitely want to get some of that plant food, so thank you so much. If y'all are looking for an amazing place to come learn more and get a guided example of what you should be doing at home, you look no further than Flora and Fauna. This is an amazing shop that not only has great music, but also eco-friendly products and everything you need for your plant life. Ashley, kudos to you and the team for creating a true vibe that is in the legacy and essence of the historic Pioneer Square District. I'm glad you're here, and y'all definitely want to come and check out Flora and Fauna.
Thank you so much. We're so glad that you came today. We appreciate that.
Huge shout out to Ashley. Thanks so much for showing me around flora and fauna. If you find yourself in the Pioneer Square area, make sure you stop there to check them out. There's phenomenal products, and clearly you can see it's more than just plants. Well, after this short break, y'all, coming up next, we got vitamin D in the building. We're gonna be talking all things Q-tip and Dilla and this amazing versus battle that they have coming up later on this week, y'all. You don't wanna miss it. Stay tuned, you're watching The Day with Trae.
Listen up, Puget Sound.
This is a call to my fellow Black business owners.
It's your girl, Vasa Gordon.
It's your boy, Eric Calligraphy, and I know times are tough out here.
Especially for our restaurants, dude. I already know you're feeling the weight.
But let me be clear, we're not going to stand by and watch our community struggle.
Here at Back to Vasa and Converge Media, we know Black businesses are the heartbeat of our community.
We bring the culture, the flavor, and the soul, and we need you to keep on thriving.
We need you. So that's why we're opening our platforms to you. Whether it's telling your story, shining a light on your challenges, grabbing resources for you to know about. Dude, we even want to help bring more customers through your doors.
Man, we got you. Are you a restaurant owner trying to keep your lights on? A new business fighting to make your mark? Whatever your story, we want to hear it and help.
In order to make that happen, we need for you to head on over to whereweconverge.com/support Black business and let us know what's happening. Let Back to Vasa and Converge Media amplify your voice and help drive traffic to your business.
Man, don't wait. Converge Media is here to uplift Black business in the Puget Sound. So man, make sure you visit whereweconverge.com/support Black business and let's rise together.
Here on Back to Vasa, it's always been important to me that we uplift stories from across the region and that no matter where you live in the nation, you never have to miss a moment of the show as we continue to highlight the beauty, excellence, and resilience of our communities across the Pacific Northwest. Why? Because representation matters. So no matter where you live, be it the Central District or Centralia, Portland or Pullman, or anywhere across the country, I encourage you to join me on this Back to Vasa journey by downloading the free Fox Local app on your phone or smart TV as we continue to elevate the very best in our communities. Empowering the community one connection at a time. ConnectWise is your partner in finding the support you need. Download the app today and experience the difference that a connected community can make. Learn more at eec-wa.org/connectwa-app.
Welcome back, y'all, to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. Joining me right now is Vitamin D. What's up, brother?
Man, cold chilling. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's so good to have you on, and thank you again. I never got to publicly thank you for the amazing intro that we were able to create together.
Aw, thank you.
You know,
man.
just being in the studio with you was phenomenal. So thanks so much.
So much fun, man.
Yeah.
Good vibes always. But you know,
Good
that's how
times.
you roll.
Exactly. You already know.
We should expect nothing less than that.
There we go. But you also roll that way, and you are doing something pretty phenomenal. I mean, today's Q-tip's birthday. We get to talk about his amazing legacy. Tell us a bit
Man.
more. I know you got some history.
Oh, I got super history on this. So I've been around hip hop since really the beginning of recorded hip hop. I'm not gonna say I was in the Bronx in '75. You know, I was born in '75. So,
Right.
but ever since it came to the West and it became a thing where, all right, there's records and we're on the record finally. I've been rocking since Sugar Hill Gang, King Tim III, and all that, right? So the significance of a Q-tip is he comes from the old school like that, but he was one of them brothers that seen a new vision for rap, and real kind of sneaky and organically. You know, he's from the Red Alert school of things, who put the Jungle Brothers on, and Jungle Brothers featured him on their first album, and that's the first time we heard a Q-tip, right? And they started a whole movement, the Native Tongues. Shout out to all my brothers in Native Tongues, man. You know, the Daylight guys and my brothers, man. Dre's from Black Sheep and all them guys. Don't know the JBs too well. They're a little bit older. And, you know, I knew Fife too. Never got to really build with Tip yet.
Wow.
But, you know, I'm sure the day's coming, man. We're Aries brothers, you know, and we got that Aries spirit. But some of the notable things that he did is he really introduced like a spiritual jazz sound to hip hop and really kind of changed the narrative on what you can do with samples in hip hop, period. And I would say he changed the sound of music a couple times in his career. And these are the kind of things that are extra notable and phenomenal about, you know, a person like a Tip or even a Dilla, where once they came in, there's a bunch of people like that, Public Enemy. Once they started making music, you can't make music the same no more, right?
Wow.
So I like to give kudos to those kind of people. And a brother like Tip or the Jungle Brothers, DJ Red Alert, those are the people that influenced me to get nice at what I'm doing and then spread that love through the community as well. And a funny story about that. So I know I'm rambling.
I love it.
But,
Tell us.
So I do a KEXP after school program, right, at Washington Middle School. Shout out to all my students at Washington Middle School. You know what it is. And one of the students pulls up, I'm like, you can pull up any song you want. I got turntables here for you. Let's learn how to mix. And one of the students, they're 13 and 14, mind you, they pull up Tribe Called Quest, Can I Kick It? That's the first song. I'm thinking they finna pull up one of them artists with them letters that be shooting everything, YN, this and that and all that or whatever, you know what I mean? They pulled up Tribe Called Quest and mixed it with an Eminem song, which is kind of wild to me, but you know, but that was the song they mixed. And I was like, wow. And it got me to thinking like, this brother's legacy is crazy that a 13-year-old would just pull that up in my class. And they're vibing to that. And Can I Kick It? I want to say that song was made in 88, 89 or something like that. It was released in 89. So that's crazy to me.
Wow.
So I just had to give props to that. And then it just so happens that we're doing the show to honor, you know, Q-Tip's legacy and his birthday and stuff. And then you can't talk about Tip without talking about Dilla, because Dilla, who's what elevated Tip.
Wow.
So,
There's so many connections though too. Once you start, we you know, if you weren't in it at the time or as connected as you were, you know, we're seeing a lot of these stories flourish now, right? Where interviews are coming out, we have access to all this technology. So amazing podcasts are bringing cats on. We're learning about, you know, these connections and how they were in the studios together or in different booths. And then, you know, Clash decided to do, oh yeah, let's do a collab. I mean, so it's beautiful because a lot of this is all based on relationships. And that's what you've been doing in your musical career too, is establishing all of these relationships. So you and Rock Fizzle are going to be out there, you know, doing this versus battle. Tell us a bit more about how this came to be for this event.
well, first of all, shout out to Rock, man. Our brother couldn't be here today, but I've been rocking with rock. I've been knowing rock since I was like 4 or 5 years old. We're both from
Wow.
LA. We both come from the, we have parents in the LA funk scene.